Now let's move on to the third question. 3,000 units of material are input to a process. Process costs are as follows. Material 11,700 rupees, and the conversion cost is 6,300 rupees. So these are the total cost incurred for these 3,000 units. And the output is 2,000 units. So this is the actual output. The normal loss is 20% of the input, so which is 20% on 3,000 units. The unit of loss could be sold for 1 rupees per unit. So therefore, the units of loss could be sold for 1 rupees per unit. So now let's analyze the information. First of all, you are required to prepare the appropriate accounts. Let's calculate the normal loss. Normal loss is 3,000 units times 20% is the normal loss, which is 600. Okay. Then our expected output. Okay, so we were expecting 3,000 minus 600 normal loss, 2,400 units. So we were expecting an output of 2,400 units. However, our actual output is 2,000 units. Okay, so therefore, we had an abnormal loss of 400 units because we were expecting 2,400, but actual result was 2,000. So therefore, we had an abnormal loss of 400 units. Now, the cost per unit, how do you calculate in this scenario? Okay, now basically the total cost incurred minus the scrap value, because the unit of losses, the losses could be sold for 1 rupees per unit. So therefore, we need to eliminate the scrap value of the normal loss when you calculate the cost per unit. Okay, the cost incurred minus scrap value divided by the expected output. So cost incurred, we had two components, material 11,700, conversion cost 6,300. Minus, we had a normal loss of 600. Usually we don't allocate any cost, right? So therefore, whatever the losses, if it could be sold, that cost has to be removed from the total cost incurred, which is 600 times 1 rupee per unit and divided by the expected output of 2,400. So thereby 17,400 divided by 2,400 units, that will be 7.25 per unit. Okay, so let's move on to the process account now. Process account, first of all, we'll take the cost incurred. For 3,000 units, there are two components, material and conversion cost, together will be 18,000. Then the normal loss will be 600 units. Okay. Usually we don't allocate a cost, but in this scenario, since we had, we could sell these losses for 1 rupees per unit. So therefore, our cost will be 600. Then actual output. How much is our actual output? 2,000 units. So 2,000 units will be calculated at the rate of 7.25. So that will be 14,500. Then we had the abnormal loss of 400 units. Okay, so 400 units times 7.25 will be, total abnormal loss will be 2,900. This has to be charged to the profit and loss account. So let's balance this account, and we'll just open an abnormal loss account. This abnormal loss of 2,900 will be transferred to the abnormal loss account, 2,900. Then we'll open up an account for scrap account because the normal loss 600 has to be sold. So therefore the 600 units will be transferred to the scrap account. And also, apart from that, this 400 units, the total loss is 2,900. And we can sell these 400 units at the rate of 1 rupees per unit. So therefore, from the normal abnormal loss account to the scrap account, we'll transfer these 400 units. So this 400 units is transferred here to the scrap account. Then the entire units, 600 and 400 units, will be sold at the rate of 1 rupees. So you can debit the cash account and you can credit the scrap account. So thereby the scrap account will be 1,000. Then the abnormal loss account had 2,900 and we sold 400 units at 1 rupees. So we realized 400 rupees. The remaining 2,500 will be transferred to the profit and loss account as abnormal loss, the remaining loss. So that will be 2,900.